Welcome back to Global Bike Buzz, the home for everything two-wheeled and thrilling. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about motorcycles of the year, the 2025 Royal Enfield Interceptor 650, a modern classic that continues to evolve, refine, and excite riders around the world. If you've been wondering whether this updated Interceptor is worth your attention or your money, then stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this machine so special and whether it deserves a spot in your garage. Let's start with that first impression, because few bikes nail the timeless blend of retro charm and modern craftsmanship like the Interceptor 650 does. At a glance, it looks unmistakably Royal Enfield: the teardrop fuel tank, the upright stance, the twin exhausts glinting on either side, and that minimal yet muscular design language. But look a little closer, and the 2025 update reveals subtle but meaningful changes. The lines are cleaner, the fit and finish have been taken up a notch, and the paint schemes are simply gorgeous. This year, Royal Enfield has introduced a couple of new dual-tone options that shimmer beautifully in sunlight. Think metallic bronze fading into black, or a deep ocean blue with a silver accent that oozes sophistication. From the front, the Interceptor retains its round halogen-style LED headlamp, but it's now framed by a more premium brushed metal bezel. The indicators are sleeker and use LED tech, while the front fender sits slightly closer to the tire for a tighter, sportier look. The front forks are beefier this time, a 43mm Showa upside-down forks that replace the conventional telescopic setup from the earlier model. This not only improves the stance but adds a real sense of stability and confidence, especially when you're pushing the bike through corners or over rough roads. The new alloy wheels are another welcome update. No more worrying about tube-type tires, now you get tubeless rubber that's easier to maintain and gives a smoother ride. It's practical evolution, without losing that classic appeal. Moving to the side, this is where the Interceptor really shows off its character. The sculpted 13.7-liter fuel tank remains iconic, with the Royal Enfield logo proudly embossed in chrome. The seat design has been revised for better comfort, slightly wider, better cushioned, and with improved stitching that adds to the premium vibe. The frame remains the same double cradle steel tubular chassis that's been the foundation of this platform, co-developed with Harris Performance, but the geometry tweaks and suspension tuning make it feel sharper and more balanced than before. The mid-set foot pegs and upright handlebars strike that sweet spot between commuter comfort and cafe racer cool. It's easy to ride in the city and equally enjoyable when you're carving up a twisty mountain road. From the rear, the Interceptor continues its minimalist design philosophy. The tail section is clean and classic, with a small round LED tail lamp and simple, elegant indicators. The chrome twin exhausts, one on each side, still define its personality. They're slightly reprofiled for better ground clearance and a richer sound. And oh, that exhaust note, it's pure mechanical music. Deep, throaty, and satisfying without being overbearing. If you close your eyes, it's the kind of sound that instantly makes you smile, a reminder that this is a parallel twin that loves to breathe and rev. Now, let's talk about what makes this bike truly special. At the engine, underneath all that retro styling sits the same 648cc parallel twin engine, but it's been reworked for 2025 to comply with stricter emission norms while delivering smoother performance. It still puts out around 47 horsepower at 7,250 revolutions per minute and 52 Nm of torque at 5,250 revolutions per minute. But what's changed is how it delivers that power. Thanks to revised fueling and mapping, the throttle response feels crisper and more refined. The vibrations that earlier models had at certain RPMs have been noticeably reduced. The 6-speed gearbox, now paired with a slipper assist clutch, feels smoother during upshifts and forgiving when you downshift aggressively. Whether you're cruising at 100 km/h on the highway or weaving through city traffic, the Interceptor feels fluid and balanced, never rushed, never lethargic. It's got that just right character that's rare in this segment. Performance-wise, the 2025 Interceptor 650 continues to impress. It's not about outright speed, it's about the experience. The torque curve is linear and accessible, meaning you can ride lazily in higher gears or enjoy that surge of acceleration when you twist the throttle. The bike reaches 0 to 100 km/h in about 6 seconds, which might not sound blistering, but the way it delivers that performance feels effortless and engaging. The new suspension setup soaks up bumps better, and the handling has improved noticeably. The bike feels more planted during cornering, and the feedback through the handlebars is precise and predictable. The 2025 model also gets upgraded braking hardware. A dual-channel ABS remains standard, but the feel at the lever is more progressive now, thanks to revised master cylinders and pads. It gives you the confidence to push harder, knowing the stopping power is there when you need it. One subtle but important change is the ergonomics. Royal Enfield has fine-tuned the handlebar height and seat cushioning to make long rides more comfortable. Riders above 6 feet will notice the relaxed knee angle, while shorter riders will appreciate the accessible 804mm seat height. It's a bike designed to fit a wide range of riders, and that versatility adds huge appeal. Add in the improved mirrors with reduced vibration, the new digital analog instrument cluster with a small tripper navigation screen, and you've got a package that feels both classic and modern. The cluster still keeps that analog speedometer and tachometer charm but integrates a small LCD for essentials like fuel level, trip meters, and a gear indicator. It's old school style meeting new school function. In terms of ride quality, the new Showa suspension up front and twin gas-charged shocks at the rear deliver a plush yet controlled feel. Whether you're gliding through pothole-ridden city roads or stretching the throttle on the open highway, the Interceptor maintains composure. The bike feels slightly lighter in handling thanks to the new wheels, though the overall weight still hovers around 213 kilograms. But that heft translates into stability at high speeds, giving you that big bike confidence. Fuel efficiency hovers around 23 to 25 kilometers per liter, depending on your riding style. Not bad for a 650 twin. And maintenance costs remain one of the Interceptor's strong points. Royal Enfield has built a global service network that's grown impressively, meaning parts and service are easily accessible in most markets. Now, let's talk money. Pricing for the 2025 Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 varies by region, but globally it sits comfortably in the middleweight retro segment. In India, it starts around a superscript 13.3 Lakh X showroom, depending on the color and wheel option. In the UK, you're looking at roughly £6,800, and in the US, it's priced around $6,500. That's still incredible value for what you're getting: a 650cc twin with genuine charm, solid reliability, and timeless design. Competitors like the Kawasaki Z650RS, Triumph Speed 400, or Honda CB650R may offer more tech or power, but none capture that emotional connection the way the Interceptor does. It's a bike that feels alive, mechanical, and soulful, something many modern machines have lost in the pursuit of perfection. So, what's the verdict? The 2025 Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 isn't trying to reinvent itself, it's evolving gracefully. It builds upon everything riders loved about the original and fixes what they didn't. Better suspension, refined engine mapping, tubeless tires, a comfier seat, and that premium finish all make it a more complete motorcycle. It's still that same no-nonsense machine that loves Sunday rides, long road trips, and daily commutes alike. It's not intimidating, yet it commands respect. It doesn't shout with aggressive styling, but it turns heads wherever it goes. At Global Bike Buzz, we believe the 2025 Interceptor 650 represents the best version of Royal Enfield's modern classic formula so far. It's proof that simplicity, when done right, never goes out of style. Whether you're a new rider stepping up to a bigger bike or a seasoned motorcyclist who appreciates the feel of a proper engine, this Interceptor delivers a smile every single time you ride it. And that wraps up today's review of the 2025 Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe to Global Bike Buzz, and ring that notification bell because we've got more reviews, comparisons, and test rides coming your way soon. Drop a comment below and tell us, would you pick the Interceptor 650 over its rivals, or do you have another retro favorite in mind? Thanks for watching, ride safe, and as always, keep the buzz alive.